What is going on, YouTube? How's everybody doing today? I wanted to talk today very quickly about improving your pulse rifle gameplay. It's something that I see pretty common in the Crucible out there right now. A lot of people are struggling with this. But first, I got a new microphone. I got the Blue Yeti. Yeah, I'll bring it up on stream. I don't know the actual color name of this, but like the midnight blue or whatever you want to call. So we're improving things around here on the stream and on the channel. So hopefully this is better for y'all. Let me know in the comments below what you think of the new mic. But let's get started. So I want to talk about 5 things that you guys can do to improve using a pulse rifle, being a pulse rifle main in the Crucible. Okay, so we're going to talk about movement. We're going to talk about positioning. We're going to talk about disengaging and re-engaging your target. We're going to talk about weapon combinations with your pulse. And then lastly, we're going to talk about picking the pulse for you. Okay? So if we look at my Titan right now, we got on the blast furnace. And if you guys don't know, you can get this from going to Ada in the black armory section of the tower. And you can grind this out, but it's a pulse rifle gun on right now. Okay, so let's talk about movement. One of the first things that I see people do, and this is all towards new players or newer players, is they're not that confident with the hand cannon. They'll put on a pulse rifle because they like to keep distance from the enemy, and they find a spot. Let's say there's dudes over here, and they just stand there and they spam. Okay. When you just stand there, you're focused on these guys in front of you, okay? But what you don't realize is any of these other angles that are surrounding you, you've made yourself an easy headshot target or easily rushable because you're laning one direction and one direction only. So they stand in one spot. What I would suggest instead, if you catch this being you, okay, is while you're doing this, move around. Maybe throw a little squat in there every once in a while. You don't want to be bouncing up and down because watch, the bullets just kind of spray all over the place. You're going to be missing everybody. But be moving, be coming out of your crosshairs, glancing at your map, coming back in, knowing the area around you, okay? The other part of movement that I see that a lot of the newer players mess up on is, let's say, we'll just keep using the same example. Let's say there's guys over there, and this is your cover. Tree stump is your cover, right? They stand like this, and they come out, and they shoot, and they shoot, and they come back, and then they come out, and they shoot. So they're repeating the same spot, but they're also doing it very slowly. So what I want you guys to try to do is, instead of doing this number, where you're just peeking in and out and being very predictable, not only should you maybe peek here and then peek this side, peek here again and then come across, you know, mix it up, but try sliding in and out of your engagements. Now, I don't know how this really works on console because I understand using a controller is a little bit more difficult, but if you're here and you're not used to doing this, again, this is for newer players, okay? If you're not used to doing this, in order to slide, you need to get momentum. To get momentum, you need to sprint. So if I'm just standing here and I'm shooting and I'm bobbing and weaving and I want to slide that way, I need to turn, sprint, and then slide. So what you'll see a lot of people on PC do is they kind of like flick their mouse like this. So I'm like here, and then I don't even know how to explain it. I do it so fast. I turn, start to sprint, slide, and I'm flicking back this way to aim. So quickly it'd look like this. I tag a guy, I'm already running, and I'm out. So I'm kind of like running into my own cover to get the momentum to come out and turn. So that's movement. Take waypoint there. Don't be the guy that stands in one spot out in the middle of nowhere getting your head ripped off by a sniper that's going to pick you easily. Okay, you're an easy target. Second thing is positioning. So I picked control on this map as a prime example. I see this all the time in quick play. You get a guy who loves his bygones. Throw out to you, Snatchy Cakes. He's one of my friends, okay? and he will get out in the middle, and it's not just him, okay? You have people with pulse rifles. They will literally stand right here, and they will lane B like it is their one goal in life. Or even worse, you'll get dudes who plop themselves right here and stare at B, okay? Where you are on the map will determine if you live or die. So if I want to shoot the crap out of B because I'm trying to keep people off of there, maybe instead of being there, we're back here. Now, the only thing exposing me is my head and my chest and my right shoulder. The rest of me is covered. I'm good. And if I squat, I'm an even smaller target. So I could still do the same laning. Look how close I can get. Look how little of me is exposed. Just maybe half of me right now, okay? The other thing you need to be thinking about, so you put movement together with positioning and cover. So now I'm peeking, I'm making myself a smaller silhouette. I'm fighting these guys. Say I gotta reload, boom, I slide in this way, I slide back out this way. They don't know which way I'm coming. Maybe I throw a jump in there, I come this way. You have to constantly be bobbing and weaving or else you're gonna get your head ripped off. I mean, it just is what it is. People are good at sniping in this game, especially on PC. Someone's going to jump from up there and ape the crap out of you with a shotgun. You're dead. You need to be constantly moving all over the place. Disengaging and re-engaging your target. When I'm in a fight, let's say I'm shooting a guy at B, okay? And I got him to half health. I put a burst and maybe like 1 or 2 bullets in my second burst into him. So his shield's gone. He's not dead. I see that he runs down this way. So what I mean by this is he runs from B down like this towards me. I just got done fighting with this guy, so I know he's going to be coming at me. He knows exactly where I'm at. He also knows that he has low health, so he's either going to rush you or he's going to disengage. What a lot of people want to do is they just want to hold their one spot, keep fighting, and then when this guy peeks, finally fight him. But by the time he peeks, he already knows exactly where you're sitting. So he's going to come here with a sniper, boom, your head's ripped off, you're dead. Or he's got a shotgun, and he does the same thing. He closes the gap, and it's over for you. So what you need to do is you need to rotate when he rotates. If he goes from B down to here and he's pushing you, you need to take a new angle and be ready for him. So that way, when he peeks this corner, and he's looking here, you're now over here and you take his face off. You need to constantly be thinking what they're thinking and outplay that. And it's one of those things that you just learn over time, okay? So you're constantly moving. You're constantly trying to put yourself in an advantageous position in cover. And you're disengaging the target and re-engaging the target from a different position. So those are the first 3. So while all of this is going on, we need to talk about weapon combinations. Because depending on what situation and what you're comfortable with will depict on what other guns you need to bring to the table. So let's bring that same scenario back. This guy was at B, so I'm the enemy guy right now, okay? This guy's at B, I'm running this way, and I'm going to shotgun charge you, and you're standing right here. Your secondary is a shotgun in this case, okay? You have 2 options. You can either backpedal, pull your shotgun out, and hopefully he misses or you can get the shot off first, or you can out-aggress him. So, I did not mean to throw that, rip. But, so he's pushing you. You know he's pushing you. Let's say you come over here, you know he's pushing you. If you know he's going to peek this corner, you can literally come here, slide, and have your shotgun in his face, so that way the moment he peeks, boom, he's dead. Okay? I mean, there's so many different ways to approach this scenario, and this is just one. Okay, but just take it for what it's worth. He's coming here, you can just run straight to him, boom, catch him before he even gets to you, maybe bunny hop up over, pop down, hit him. I mean, that's just one way to handle that. So don't be afraid to aggress them with your secondary if they get too close. You have a pulse rifle, that's what's giving you the range. Have something as a secondary to back that range up. So let's go over some of those combos. I already talked about the shotgun. In this case, we have a blast furnace primary. We have the Mindbender's Ambition shotgun, okay? What if you're not a fan of shotguns and you like an air intel? If you're going to use a fusion with a pulse rifle, what I would suggest is have a fusion that has backup plan. The reason that I say have backup plan, if we read the perk, it says grants reduced charge time and increased handling speed for a short time immediately after swapping. So this essentially gives the gun quick draw, slide shot, and like maxed out charge time. Meaning you can pull the fusion rifle out and shoot it almost instantly, okay? So you're sitting here, you're shooting the guy, he's running towards you, you know he's gonna ape. I'm not gonna do anything with my left hand, okay? This is all just swap weapon. Boom, I'm already on target. Now let me just kind of hop off the edge here so I can get some special ammo back. So here's the gun firing at normal speed, okay? So that's how long it takes to shoot just on its own. So you have to calculate that into them rushing you, okay? But now if we bring backup plan into it, so we're shooting, we're shooting, we're shooting, oh no, he's gone. It's almost instant. It's just a little bit slower than the shotgun, but you're gonna get more range. So this guy's rushing you, boom, deleted. So that's option number 2. Option number 3 would be something like an SMG. The only other difference is, again, it's going to take a little bit less time, or more time rather, to get the kill. So you got him hurt, maybe he's half health, he's coming, you backpedal, you pick him off with the SMG. So far we've talked about movement, we've talked about positioning, we've talked about disengaging and re-engaging your enemy, we've talked about weapon combos being pulse with a shotgun, fusion, or SMG. There's other combos, maybe grenade launcher, something like that, but these would be what I would find to be the most advantageous for the new player and the most user-friendly, okay? The last thing that I want to talk about is picking the right pulse rifle for you. So I'm going to swap to this one and then hop off so I get some ammo back, so that way I can show you the differences here. There are so many different guns and so many different weapon combinations in this game, so many different roles you can get, that this really comes down to preference, and all I want to do is kind of show you guys a few options that you have, okay? So if you don't have a blast furnace, this would be the go-to, go get this pulse rifle. It's relatively easy to get your hands on. In this slot here, you can either get Feeding Frenzy or Outlaw. And in this slot, you can get Rampage or Kill Clip. Any of those combos are going to be plenty good enough to go into the Crucible and dominate with, okay? So you got this pulse rifle. It's a 450, so it shoots pretty quick. Shoots 4 bursts at a time, so 4 bullets at a time per burst. And the range is absolutely broken. All I have on here is accurized rounds and a fairly decent sight. And look, I can even make the range more if I wanted to. But it's almost maxed out. I don't even have a range masterwork. So if you don't have the blast furnace, go talk to Ada, get the frame, farm it, get this, okay? So to give you an idea how fast it shoots, if you don't know, here's the speed. Pretty much if you burst a guy, 2 of those bursts in a headshot, they're dead. 2.5 with some of those bullets going into the body, they're dead. Get Rampage or Kill Clip, you lessen that time to kill. It's a disgusting weapon, okay? Now if we look at the secondary I put on, this is the Claws of the Wolf. You get this from playing Iron Banner. This is a 540 RPM. So this one we're going to shoot a lot faster, but we're going to shoot with less range because of that speed. The one that I have on here has pretty much maxed range. I mean, I got light mag, I got full bore, range masterwork. So this thing is a pretty decent amount of range, but look how much faster we're shooting. I mean, it's a spam machine. Like, you just look at the difference back to back. So this is what I meant by choose the right pulse rifle for you, and one that's going to get the job done for what you're trying to do. So if you like to play super long range, put on a blast furnace. If you like to be maybe up and in their face a little bit more, I mean, you're flinching dudes day and night. I got high cal rounds on this thing, so you're going to flinch them like crazy. Any sniper that's trying to hard scope you, you make their life a living hell to try to keep their reticle on you, okay? So there's those. Now, one that's super popular right now is the Bad Juju. If we look at this, it's a 450 RPM, okay? And I'm pretty sure this is a 4 burst. Let me look. No, it's a 3 burst. This gun just came out, so there's a quest line to get this gun. It's a little bit more intensive than the other ones, depending on if you have the materials to buy it or not. But this one's full auto. I literally hold the trigger, and it does the work for me. I'm doing no correction, no nothing. I literally have my hand on the mouse like this. This is how stable this gun is. It barely moves at all. So you find the gun that you're most comfortable with, and you use that gun. Get comfortable with the range that it has, how fast the time to kill is, what you have to do to get the kill, and then what guns to pair with. So to bring this all back together, you want to maximize the range your pulse rifle can do damage at. Stay at that range to keep people away from you. You don't want to be standing out in the open. You want to be wiggling, moving, seeking cover, making your silhouette small, sliding in and out of engagements. Engage a dude, do some damage, re-engage from a different angle so he doesn't know where you are, and then if they rush you, swap weapons and delete them. Hopefully this helped you guys out. For all you guys who are veterans, I know that this was kind of rudimentary for you, but there's a lot of new players coming to Destiny, and I only hope that this would kind of give them a little bit of insight to help them have a better Crucible experience. The more people in the Crucible means more fun for everybody. Thank you for watching my content. If you guys liked content like this, please hit the like button below. Let me know if you guys want to see anything else like this in the future, and I'll hopefully catch you guys in the next one. Peace.